10.
10 pesos on the phone, peso Wi-Fi. So good evening guys, hope you're all well and taking care. Now, what did you put for the description, Jovelyn? Did you put a description?
Yeah.
What did you put for the description, Jovelyn? Oh, so she actually put what I asked her to put. Just one moment. Reason I'm opening the doors just in case the connection's not good. Right guys, like I said, good evening. Please purchase Super Chat. Please help support the channel. Please become a channel member. It actually helps me to move on. It helps me to make more videos. And thanks for the support this week. God bless. Thanks a lot guys. Right, we had one joining us, Lee. You know, he's actually sent me a message because, as I said earlier, I've just charged the phone up. Jovelyn's just put some money on it, and I've just seen Lee. But now, Lee, we're actually live, and I'm sure you'll join us. So I haven't answered Lee's message, but hopefully Lee's going to join us on this channel. Now, hopefully he's going to join us because the topic is the red spider, but I also want to cover another topic as well. You know, music's been going for quite a while, so we've waited while 8 o'clock, and actually last time we waited while 8 o'clock we got a lot of people on. So the redback spider, as far as I know about this spider, guys, the redback, it's deadly poison, and it sounds like it's all over Europe. And I'm not sure if it's from India. Lee, when Lee comes on, he can make a comment, and I'm sure he'll let knows. So this spider is very, very dangerous by the sounds of it, and it's from India. It's now in the Philippines, and obviously I don't know if I've seen the spider. I know it's called a redback. I don't know how big this spider is. Is it a big spider? You know, I mean, some of the spiders here, they're as big as my hand. So, you know, actually, if this spider can actually live in England, and if this spider can actually, probably in America too, you know, if this spider can actually live in the Philippines, it can live anywhere. Because it's cold in England, 6 months of the year, very, very cold in England. Here, mostly really humid weather. So if a poison spider, the redback spider, can live in the UK, it can actually more or less live anywhere on this planet, except for the North Pole, so to speak. So, you know, I don't know a lot about this spider, but here in the Philippines, guys, you know, the last place I lived, in Mercia, wow, you'll have to check the videos from a year back. You'd have to go back a little bit, but some of the spiders, really big, and they've got big fangs. So, you know, the house where we lived, you'd go in the bathroom, and the bathroom, it was quite a creepy house, you know, and you'd go in the bathroom, and there'd be there'd be a big spider. There'd always be a big spider, and one of the spiders was called a crab spider, and I got quite a few comments of guys that knew about spiders, and I can't remember the name of the other spider, but it was a big spider and it got big fangs. And I used to watch this big spider, and it used to kill a lot of moths, a lot of insects, you know, and like I said, they're really big. So, and actually there's quite a lot of poisonous things here in the Philippines. And actually, sounds like Jovelyn was chatting to an old flame. I'm not going into Jovelyn's old flame, but sounds like she was chatting to an old flame in the window there, from quite a number of years back. Right, where were we? Poisonous spiders. So, I can't, huntsman, is that, I can remember a guy saying, is that an huntsman? I thought, an huntsman? So obviously here in the Philippines, for joining us, obviously here in the Philippines there's a spider called an huntsman. Can't see any comments, guys, sorry if you're commenting, can't see them, but the connection looks quite good actually. So, you know, and then there's a crab spider, and like I said, told the huntsman, it gives a nasty bite, but it's not poisonous. I don't know, but I know there's poisonous spiders here in the Philippines, and by the sounds on it, this redback's one of the poisonous ones. I don't know the size of it, and actually, like I said in the house before, wow, you know, there were always a creepy crawly. You'd actually be asleep at night, and where we used to sleep, it was shared. It was quite a dirty house, you know, quite a dirty house, cockroaches all over. We were clean, we used to clean it, but it weren't kept clean by the others. And, you know, you'd be asleep at night, and we used to like sleep in a shed. So it was a big house, and it was like this, like an open plan house, and they'd just build a, you know, into a corner, they'd build a shed into a corner, and that was your bedroom, and wow, it was very, very, very hot. That were in Mercia, and we lived there for nearly a year. And in that house, lot of creepy crawlies. You know, I used to get up at night and I used to think, wow, I better be careful where I'm actually walking, because I'm sure there were snakes in that house. So, you know, I'd make a lot of noise when I got up, and then I'd get the torch and I'd start to shine around, and you'd see a big rat, and there's different kinds of rats here. And there always used to be this rat, and it's got a really long jaw, and it's got a lot of sharp teeth. And, you know, they get through walls that big. They really would get through walls that big, and they'd be really big, and you just think, wow, how's that just got through there? But they can stretch the body and they can get through. So there used to be a lot of dangerous. I used to hate going in that bathroom when it got late at night. Like I said, I used to shine in, and then you'd see two eyes lit up, and it'd be a big spider, as big as my hand. But I used to love to see the spiders. I never harmed the spiders, you know, and I didn't really mind the spiders, because I really loved to see the spiders. And I used to leave them in the bathroom. The spiders were no trouble. But some of the things in that house, wow. You know, like I said, you'd be asleep in the bed, and from the roof it'd be bump, and be something on your face, you think, what the hell was that? And you'd get up and something to be running across the room, and you think, God almighty, really, house of horrors. So it was like an house of horrors. And actually, I can't really chat about this redback spider, because Lee's not on board, and it's Lee actually what asked me to chat about this topic. But all I know is here in the Philippines, redback spider. Now, have you seen it here in the Philippines, guys? Right, so I can remember there was a big mango tree, and I've actually got 2 cuttings off a fruit tree there in Mercia. Let me have a look. Redback spider from, that could be actually Lee, just a moment. Yeah, I think that's Lee. I know it's Lee. I know it's Lee, because Lee's the only channel member I've got, and when Lee makes a comment, it's lit up red and green. I can actually see it, but let me make sure. Redback spider from Australia, now spreading around the world. Black with a red stripe. Male, nearly 1 year. So this big millipede managed to get bite me, and then he was off. You know, I'm sure it was just a quick bump out. So that millipede. So the millipedes here can kill, and the millipede that managed just to give me a little bump can actually kill you. So here in the Philippines, so maybe that I'm really, really lucky. Actually, I always forget. I still go into the garden and I'm moving rocks, and you shouldn't do, because there's things here in the Philippines what you don't know. Just make sure there's no more comments that I've actually missed. Let's have a look. Like I said, you know, a comment and about me actually going back to England, where I'm going to live, and one thing and another. I've been. So we actually, I'll try and stand to the side, it might be a better connection. Got told a foreigner's been killed, an American ex-army, got dead. Well, that's not the guy, still alive, and actually was shot. He got shot in the leg, but luckily he's still alive, which is good. And he got shot by a rapper. So the guy, as far as I know, what we've understood off Facebook, the rapper's actually the American guy's friend, and he shot him in the shoulder and once in the leg. That's as far as we know. That's all we know, but we did get told a foreigner actually got killed and shot. Not the case. So that brings me to another thought. You know, there's quite a few folks shot, you know, shot and killed, and there's quite a few things that'll get you killed here in the Philippines, and one of them can just be looking at another guy's woman, boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, you know, meets a foreigner, that can get you killed. Quite a few things that can get you killed here in the Philippines, and just crazy. And dog, very dangerous here in the Philippines. That 2019, I went home 2019, just when the COVID was right, and what happened, so I believe off Facebook and YouTube, because someone actually YouTubed it. Now there were a Dutch guy. What happened is, the Dutch guy lived in Bacolod City, somewhere in a subdivision. Now I'm actually sure I've been to this subdivision, and I'm actually sure, I don't know why I know, when I saw this house, and sorry guys. So I've actually seen this house, I'm sure I have. Now what happened, and what I understood off Facebook and the new, there's big high walls, and there are a tree at the side of the big high wall. So the three guys climbed up the tree and over the wall. Now high walls, 20-25 foot high, higher than an average house, and they've climbed over. Now one's had a rifle, and then two of the guys have had guns, pistols, and the maid actually escaped. And what happened was, the maid on the balcony, and she now when the police, as I believe the Dutch guy was about 75 years old, so quite an old guy, and I began to wonder, and try to work things out. Why would they break in there? We know why why would they kill the guy? He's an old guy, 75. There's 3 Filipinos guys. Why would they kill him? So what happened is, with the rifle, they shot him in the stomach, and that killed him. Killed the Dutch guy. You know, God bless. So I don't know why I don't understand it, guys, but it actually comes from poverty here in the Philippines. If you went to America or England, right, you've got a laptop in your hand, somebody come up, give me the laptop. You give them the laptop, they take the laptop, they run away. That's it, they run away. Here in the Philippines, they don't say, give me the laptop, bang, and then they take the laptop and they go. And that's supposed to be down to poverty. Right, I've got another comment. Good evening from, come on, Juvelyns. Good evening from
Gavin.
Oh, Gavin.
Good evening from cold, rainy Alba.
What?
Good evening from cold, rainy Alba.
Oh, Alba, that's where the volcano is. Good evening, Gavin. Good evening, Lee. Good evening, guys. So that's what actually happened. You know, this Dutch guy got killed, right? And I don't understand it, right? But that's how it works in the Philippines. And I've actually seen videos here in the Philippines. You know, a guy just walking.
You have another member.
Oh.
Jeff.
So I've got two members, absolutely fabulous.
Jeff. 1349.
Oh, Jeff. Now I'm sure I know Jeff. If it's the same Jeff that actually chats me on Messenger, and he used to actually visit Bacolod, and he used to visit. Now I'm not sure if Jeff is actually a national, a Filipino national, or he just visits here in the Philippines because he's got a girlfriend, a wife, or somewhere along them lines. So I've got two absolutely fantastic, two channel members. It's cheap, guys. Channel membership is very cheap. Please join. I can see all the serious people are then. That's the way it is. I've got a little bit of cold. Wow, it's been very, very hot here. So no, I don't understand it. It's just a mentality. It's a mentality, and it's a gun culture here in the Philippines. Don't get me wrong, guys. There's a lot of lovely people here in the Philippines. Yeah, there's bad ones too. Good foreigners, bad foreigners. Good Filipinos, bad Filipinos. But most people are quite friendly, okay. But there's certain people who just come up, bang, and you're dead, and they just take it. Now, gun culture in Cebu, in Denver, even here in Bacolod City, there's guns, right? And actually, I was chatting to somebody this year, not this year, 2023, I was chatting to someone. I like a bullet gun. I've never got a bullet pistol. My guns have been shotguns, and my guns have actually just been pellet. So what I would actually love to do is go to a gun range, learn to shoot above, to target shoot. Right. So I have people just coming up banging you dead. Mentality, simple as that. And I actually saw something on Facebook this week. I get back to Manila in a moment. Right, I actually saw something here in Don Salvador, over the top, San Carlos. Now the mayor of San Carlos is actually stopping motorbike riders going into San Carlos. I don't know if you... Right, so there must... I'm moving up and down here. There must be quite a lot of gun crime. I don't know about gun crime, but crime on my place. Is it Tinder? Tondo. Yeah. Tondo, Manila. Tondo, know someone from Tondo, Manila. So I do know someone, right? And I was chatting to the guy, and he asked me if I'd been to Manila. I said yes. He asked me if I'd been to Tondo, and I said yes. I've actually been through. So you know, it is a dangerous place, but if you're actually known there and you're actually a straight guy, you're not into, you know, gun crime, you're not into drugs, you're basically safe. You'll have seen actually a good, you know, war on drugs. I'm not going to go into politics, so I'm just going to change from politics, but gun crime here in the Philippines, very, very bad. Now let me just see if there's any comments. Right, oh, hold on, let's have a look. We've got quite a few here, Juvelyns. And hopefully I haven't missed your comments. So I'm just looking at your comments, so it's a good evening. Lee, membership, cheap. Right, yeah, Lee's correct. Membership's very cheap on the channel, guys. Thanks, Lee. Thanks, Jeff. Right, so here, I'd love to go actually. Gun range, shoot guns. I've had guns. I grew up with guns. And I grew up with a stone in my hand. So I'm a good shot. I'm a good shot with these. So, you know, things that get you killed here in the Philippines. Now, what's nearly got me killed, I have actually had quite a few arguments. I've had 2 arguments which could have led to a very nasty, could have led to a nasty, could have been very nasty for me, but I'll chat about them another time. But I can remember when I first come here, I first came here into Negros, onto Murcia, and actually took Juvelyns to a cafe. It was a restaurant, not a cafe, a restaurant. So we went to this restaurant, but we do actually, here in Murcia, we do like chicken dolly, the best, right? So I took, round the corner from chicken dolly, actually took Juvelyns, and we had a meal in this place. Now we actually had 2 actually, and the first one we didn't like it. That's why we don't go back there anymore. So we didn't like it, so we ordered another one. But meantime we ordered this meal, and this guy came in and he got a bunch of grapes. There were 2 of them, and what happened was this guy, as far as I know, they're not poisonous, right? So we were, yeah. So I'm sat there with Juvelyns, and we're picking at this like meal which weren't very good. It was like mayonnaise and some type of a chip, and it weren't very good at all. So in comes this guy, and he was a nasty guy, and he had this bunch of grapes. He was selling grapes, and I was sat there. I said hi, hello, guy to the guy, and straight in this, buy my grapes. I says, no thank you, salamat. Blah 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 blah, and then he set off, and then he went across to another person, but he just didn't leave it at that. He kept telling me to buy grapes, and every time I said no thank you, no thank you, no thank, and then he got point and went, and he was trying to sell grapes to other people here in this restaurant, and it was, hey, that American, see what the American eating? That American can't even afford my grapes. And this guy was just a really nasty guy. And it was this foreigner, this and this American white skin. I am an American because I'm white skinned. And he's trying to sell his grapes, and he's slagging me off, this American, this, and the American has no money. And so, never expected it. That could have turned out really nasty. We passed this place quite a few times, but we don't go in it anymore, because anyone can just walk in, do what they want, say what they want. You can be just sat there eating some food. Anybody can just walk in, buy this, do this, and so we stopped going. We don't like the place, and that's one of the crazy guys I met. Met another crazy guy. I'm not going to him either. He was actually from Bacolod. Same thing. He had another problem, and he had a friend in the British Embassy, and he had a friend here in the, what's it called? He had a friend here in the, it'll come to me, but he had all these friends here, and he was getting where he was going to actually get me kicked out of the country. Just for a minor little thing, and he was an audience man, and he blew it up. What do you call it? Can't think. Anyway, moving on. So there is quite, you just don't expect it, guys. You can be walking along, and you can meet some crazy people here in the Philippines. Not a lot of them, but there's a good few of them, right? And actually, the Philippines, it's got a lot of people drink, right? A lot of people drink. So, they're not thinking straight, and, it's, hey, you, come here, and so you've got to be very careful, because a lot of people drink. Now, a lot of people that drink here in the Philippines, they can angle it, they have a drink, they're still friendly, high or low, but you get 1 or 2, can't angle it, and they just cause trouble. And then, like I said, depends on the personality, but for a foreigner, don't forget we're foreigners, so we stick out, You know, we stick out like a sore thumb. You know, you can be across the road, you can be, I'm not joking, you can be half a kilometre across a field and you'll stick out like a sore thumb. So it can be actually very dangerous for us. Right, let me just try and read this comment. Let's have a look. Right. Did you move your bike? Question mark. I had a 4-day for if I remember. Did I move my bike? Right, I'm lost. My bike's still where it is, but we're still running about on the bike. Now I'm actually, guys, absolutely fantastic, fabulous. Right, to the guys that do support that. And big bubbles that I need a 19, maybe a 14 and a 12. So I'm going to have to get hold of some tools, and I'm actually going to have to take the chain sprockets off, put the tools on, and then the bike needs an oil change, which is about 500 pesos for some oil. I'm not going to change the oil, I ain't got the budget for the oil, I'll do it later, but the chain and sprockets, it's a must. I've got to, you know, we need to do it now. So hopefully I can actually lend a spanner or two off someone. But you know, if I can't, I'll have to pay for it. But rather than pay, I'll just go and buy the tools. Okay. Can't see it point in giving someone 150 French sprockets when I can do it for nothing. So I might as well just go when I'm ready to do it, and I've got to do it very, very soon because that chain, it's going to snap, and like I said, it's going over the top on the chain, the bike, so it's not very good. Tindo, Manila, you know, it can be, like I said, quite a crazy place for guns, but you know, if your face fits, you're quite safe. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen videos on that place in Manila, so I suppose you know how dangerous it is. So yeah, it can be very, very dangerous. Right, I hope I'm answering your questions, guys, and I'm not off track. You know, so if you send me a question, I'll answer it, or hopefully I'll answer it. So, you know, foreigners here in the Philippines, I'm sure there's a lot more foreigners that's getting shot than meets the eye. And you know, there's certain places here in Bacolod City, you can't go at night, right? You cannot go at night in certain places here, right? Even here where I am, you cannot come into here where I am, right? Simple as that. It could be dangerous if your face doesn't fit, right? Even if it does, but most of the people here are very nice. But in Bacolod City, there is actually certain places you cannot go. Because comes to nightfall, there's people actually waiting on these roads, and they're waiting in the fields. And when you come driving down this road, you see flashing, you think it's the police, it's not. You're going to get mugged. And simple as that, really. So even here where I am, guys, you know, I've never come across any guns here, around here. I've never heard of anyone here. Well, that's as far as I go. I have heard quite a few things, but you know, it's only hearsay, so I don't know. So guns here. But what gets me is there's a lot of Filipinos that can fight. They could fight, they can use these, they're good fighters. So they don't use the hands, it's one of these and it's a bang. But then there's a lot of cowards here, let's be honest. There is a lot of coward people that need that gun. You know, they can't come with this, they come with it. The cowards, they can't fight, and the good fighters. He's actually from Concilian, lives in Cebu, Really nice guy, very famous boxer, and I've met him. Absolutely fantastic. Manny Pacquiao, absolutely fantastic. These are really nice guys, influencers. But the point is, here in the Philippines, a lot of guys can fight. But like I said, it comes to that. So, just so they can fight good, they prefer to use a gun. Right, I'm actually, maybe offer a trike driver. Yeah, I've actually thought about that.
Maybe offer a trike driver an hour or two English tuition
That's
for his
actually
kids.
a
Homework in exchange for borrowing tools.
and I actually never thought of that one, but I have actually, I'll go into that in a moment. But before I came here to the Philippines to do, because I know the money wouldn't last. I know the money lasts is if you're earning money all the time, then you've got an income. That's the only way money lasts. Or if you've got investments. So that's a really good idea. Offer a trike driver, English lessons to the kids, the school kids. That's absolutely a fabulous idea. And before I came here to the Philippines.
Oh, that's not the point. He said,
That's not the point.
He said, listen, maybe offer a trike driver an hour or two English language tuition for his kids' homework in exchange for borrowing to.
Probably misunderstood me, so I'll try and say it a different way. Gavin said, brilliant idea, offer tuition to someone, not just tuition, I'm an hard working guy, right, so whatever, offer tuition to his kids, to his son, to his daughter, anyone what wants to learn a little English for an hour or two, but it's called ESO, and I was actually thinking about teaching English online, but I've already covered this topic, no laptop. But you can actually, now you've actually sparked the question, maybe I'll actually put that around a little bit, anyone wants to. Sorry guys, losing connection. Go on,
Don't take offense, but the only thing to keep in mind would be you would need to pronounce the letter and give the kids the benefit.
Letter H. H.
Yeah.
And you'll be when you to pronounce the letter H, kids the benefit. The letter H to give the kids the benefit. Right, I think I understand that one. When you teach, if I was to start to teach English, I would actually have to take the slang. So I would have to take the slang and I would actually have to teach English without my slang, right? So house, H, house. So guys, I don't take offence, even if some of you guys are giving me a bad comment after this broadcast, I won't take offence. Sometimes I might take offence to really bad comments, but I just actually delete you and block you anyway, the bad ones. But it's okay for you guys that come on and chat. I'm not the type of person that just takes offence, so it's okay for you to say basically anything you like, so to speak. Right, what's that say? Oh, slang, Barnsley. Yeah, Barnsley slang. And actually we've got quite a lot of slang in Barnsley. According to Lee, I think, is the 40? Is the 40 Lee? Let's have a look. Right, yeah, so if I'm chatting my slang, you might have a little trouble understanding, But if I actually do take the slang out of it, I can actually teach English, you know. Like, hi, good morning, how is your day? Right, so I can actually teach English. But if I start to chat my slang, I probably have got my slang. Take the slang. Right, so it's a good idea. But no, the bike, it's actually we're still running the bike. Thing is about a low powered bike, you know, it's low power, 12 brake horsepower. So it's not a powerful bike, but a bike does a lot of petrol. Sorry. A bike does not need a lot of petrol, it's all the time, because it's low power, okay. The horsepower is 12 brake horsepower, 12 horsepower, right, so it's low power, which is absolutely brilliant. Oh, there's quite a few questions there. With a Barnsley accent, you would be cute. I know a Filipina success and
Would be cute. I know a few Pinay, Scousers, and yes, 40 regional dialects in UK.
40 original from, right, I've actually missed a comment here. Oh, that's Gavin. Right, yeah. Well, actually, you know, my accent, I actually do get quite a, you know, I do get bashers coming on, and the bashers and the haters, you know, they just talk a lot of, we're not going to them, they're not really important. But actually, a lot of people who do actually chat to me, who do actually message me, who do, because I chat to a lot of people. What you guys don't understand, when I'm actually in Mercia, I'm in Bacolod, I chat to a lot of people. Hi, hello, you know, and I do chat to quite a lot of people, and they love the accent, right? But they always think I'm Irish, I'm Scottish, or I'm Australian. And I said, no, South Yorkshire, England. So let's have a look. So South Yorkshire, England. So, you know, when I'm actually making YouTube videos, I talk to a lot of girls. I chat to a lot of girls, right? Or I get a lot of girls, ladies come up, hi, hello. I want to, most of my foreign friends are married. And it's very hard to find some of you guys, and you are quite nice guys, foreigners, wherever you are in the world. I would actually introduce you to some quite nice girls here in the Philippines. But because I don't really know any foreigners, I won't introduce anybody, and I will not introduce a Filipina girl to one of my subscribers. Why? Because I don't know the subscriber and I don't know the girl. And if the girl and the subscriber get together and it goes south, for some reason, you're going to blame me, I'm sure. So you've got where I'm coming from. Don't get me wrong, a lot of lovely Filipino ladies here, single. I was actually chatting to one last night, and Juvelyns was shopping, she went for some eggs. Like I said, thank for the support, guys. Juvelyns was shopping, a lady came up to me, hi, hello. I says, oh, hi, hello. She says, I'm one of your Facebook subscribers. So she's one of my subscribers on Facebook. And she started to chat to me, and she actually lives near Juvelyns. Now, she did have a Dutch guy. She had a Dutch guy. She had a foreign Dutch guy.
Belgium.
Oh, sorry, Belgium. Belgium, according to Juvelyns, Belgium.
Yeah, 64 years.
64 years old. So he's not Dutch, he's Belgium. Right, let me look for another comment. But I can't actually see what it says. Top G. Top G? Don't know. Top G. Thanks for joining us. So that's it. You know, for you to meet a Filipina girl here, yeah, it's possible you'll meet a nice Filipina girl. But you know, that's funny because earlier on, flame here in the window. Now, if you want to know about Juvelyns' old flame, quite a story actually, you will have to go to her channel. And I forgot the name of her channel. But Juvelyne said she'll put it on the description. So I go and chat to Juvelyne, and it's funny really, you know, X amount of years. Right, I'll ask James, did you meet an old flame? You know, you moved away, you got a job, you met a different, you come back to England, America, Philippines, wherever. Did you meet the old flame? What happened? Was the old flame married? Did she have kids? What happened to the husband? Did they split? Make a comment. You know, it's funny how things actually work out. And what's really funny as well, you know, some of you guys, have you got an admirer? So is there any guys that's got an admirer, or do some of you guys actually admire some beautiful woman, some beautiful lady? You know, you admire, but you never like went up to the lady and said, hi, you know, I used to fancy you or admire you when I was younger. You know, so what happened? Make a comment. Right, hold on. I can see Lee's made a comment. I tried looking at Jobs YouTube, couldn't find it. I can't find your YouTube channel. So we're going to have to try and you what down, or can you write down? Yeah, we'll write it down and put it on the channel. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But we'll write it down in the description. Make sure, or I will put the link. We'll definitely, I'll send you the link. I can send Lee the link, because Lee's a friend and I chat to him on Messenger. So I can send Lee the link. Anyone wants Juvelyns' link, YouTube, feel free. You know, ask, look in the description, it'll be in there. So, what happened with the old flame? You know, is the girl still in your area? Like I said, did you come back? What happened? It'd be interesting to know, some of you guys. You know, do you actually ride your motorbike past a certain place so you see a certain girl? Do you drive past a certain place, an house? Do you go in a shop? Do you go in a shop because you admire a girl in that shop to buy an item? You know, all you're really doing is you're going into the shop, you're buying an item just to look at this pretty girl. Now, I'm sure some of you guys do. Make a comment. And will it lead to anything? Well, yes, it will if she's single, and yes, it will if you actually chat to the girl. But no, it never will if you never chat to the girl, because the girl doesn't know. She doesn't know your feelings. Right, so I've got another comment. Don't forget, guys, please subscribe, please share the videos, please become a channel member, send super chat. Formad, hello. Good evening. We are here in the Philippines. I don't know where most of you guys are. I actually know I've actually got some subscribers from India. I'd love to visit India. You know, I've heard a lot about India. It's a hot country like the Philippines. I would have actually liked to have gone to Australia. But here's the thing. I actually know a guy who I used to go out on motorbikes. We used to go out on the motorbikes. And this guy actually lived in England, and when he was 20-year-old, he became an electrician. So he's an electrician in England. He's about 22-year-old, 23 at the latest. He moved to Australia and he started to race motorbikes. And he went on this is recently, guys, you know, so he went to Australia many years ago, been in Australia 30 years, and I got a message a couple of days ago, and what happened is, he actually got killed on his motorbike, so God bless. So what happened is, as far as I know, I don't know if it was on a track, or he were racing on the road, and he hit a wall. And as soon as he hit the wall, bang, killed instantly. But he was on a track bike, so I'm tipping he's been on a track and he's hit a brick wall somewhere and it's killed him instantly. Or he could have been on the road on a track bike, because I actually do know people that's got track bikes in England, and these bikes are full race bikes and they go on the road, right? So, you know, long time since I saw the guy, went to Australia, you know, and I actually wanted to go to Australia long time ago, but you know, you had to have this, they were just, everyone was telling me, oh, don't go, you need this, you need that, and I got talked out in it, but killed, not very recently, right? So, like I said, thanks for joining us, Guy. Lee says thanks. You're welcome. Right, let me have a look. So, like I said, you know, that's something else that really will get you killed here in the Philippines, a motorbike. Now, someone actually said to us tonight, they actually said to Juvelyns, but the old flame was actually chatting to Juvelyns, and he said, oh, he asked her if she was still, we're not supposed to be chatting about this old flame. If you want to chat about this old flame, go to Juvelyns channel. But we will chat. He asked her if she was still single, and he also asked her, does she have a car? And we said, no, we don't have a budget for a car. You know, in the Philippines, we need a nice four-wheel drive. Right, let me have a quick look, because I can see Lee's made quite a few comments. So I'm actually just going to go down and very quickly. Very dangerous, Isleman, yeah, TT race, yeah, Isleman, TT Dunlop. If I've got this correct, wait a moment, I'm just going to take that off. If I've got this correct, Joy Dunlop, or want to ride the TT, it's a very dangerous race in England, in Ireland, right? So a lot of people get killed every year. A good people get killed every year. Now I'm sure it's not Joy Dunlop, but one of Joy Dunlop's brothers actually got killed in the TT. And actually, to say the ride 1000 cc's, crazy fast, right? They got killed on a 1-2. It was a bend, a really bad corner, a bend. And when I saw the bend, it didn't look that fast, and it wasn't a fast bend. You know, to say they're like doing over 100 miles an hour and they're flying crazy fast, 1000 cc's, right? Tuned, not standard bikes. And he got killed on a bend, on a 125. And I thought, wow, you know, this guy actually raced and he got killed. Ah, it's his brother. So it was his brother, and I can remember that. And you know, I thought, wow, he's been killed. Isleman, Joy's brother, Ben. And there's another guy that raced, Guy Martin. Now, Guy Martin, he's an English guy. And Guy Martin, I think he had a Suzuki 1000. Now guys, you guys here have got angry him and they get him a little bit fast and think they're fast. But guys, a lot of you guys here in the Philippines, these 1000 cc's, wow, crazy men. I watched guy, and that would be an actual dead. You know, like me should be dead, I should be dead. He should be dead, I should be dead. Have it more cars, I should be honestly I should be. But Guy Martin, he's okay, you know, but he was winning the TT. If he hadn't have crashed motorbike, he would have won it. And good luck, God bless. It would have been lovely for him to actually win it. British guy. Actually, he's got a warplane. Spits bullets. It's a warplane. You know, England again, he actually went and bought this big Spitfire engine. And it took a lot of petrol just to start this engine. And he goes every so often and he's got this barn or big shed. And he fills this big tank up and it costs £100, 100 English pounds to fill this tank. And it doesn't last very long, and then he starts his Spitfire engine up, and he just loves to listen to that engine. Now, a lot of you guys that like motorbikes, but you know, you think, well, I'm not going to buy a motorbike, because if I buy a motorbike, I'll get killed in England. So, you know, you don't buy a motorbike because you've got this fear of getting killed here in England. You know, because a lot of guys in England get killed on motorbikes. So you can always go and buy a bike, guys, put it in your garage, go in the garage and start it up. You don't have to ride it. And if you buy the correct bike, you're buying an investment, you know, so you can actually do that. But I actually know a few guys which I don't understand how you think really, oh, I'm selling my bike, I'm selling it because I'm scared of getting killed. Oh, well, I'm not cross road, I might get killed crossing road. Like, that's like a bit of an emotional coward. But that depends. If you've had a friend killed on a motorbike and you don't want now to do with motorbikes, I'd probably be the same. If I'd got a really good friend and we went out on a motorbike, the friend got killed, I would probably not buy another motorbike just because of that. Yeah, so you know, how long? Oh, we're not doing too bad tonight. I don't know how many's joining us, but we've had a few joining us. And like I said, by the looks of it, I have now got 2 channel members. Absolutely fantastic. Guys, become a channel member. It's easy. Send super chat. Thank God. I've got an air. Would you like to have a chat?
Join. Tap the
No.
join button.
Actually, chat the join button. You can send super chat, right? Super chat and the join button, I think it's the same, guys.
No, super chat is to support you.
Yeah, well, it's to support me, and joining the channel, that's actually supports me. Because if you join the channel, I actually get 49 pesos, right? That helps support. But for that to be a big support, I'd have to have quite a lot of super chat and a lot of channel members, you know. But every little helps, so I really do appreciate it. Right, people
die in cars, but people still drive.
Yeah, people die in cars, but people still drive. You know, but motorbiking, I mean, like I said, when we go out on motorbike, it's 50-50 with us, and it's always a 4-wheel drive, you know, or even motorbikes, you know. There's some bad motorbike riders here, you know. You'll be riding down the road here, and they'll just come like that, boom, straight in front, and they do it on purpose, you know. And I think, what a fool, you know. Show a bit of respect, you know, show a bit of respect. But you know, what goes around comes around, because you'll do it to the wrong guy, and what'll happen is the guy will have a faster bike than you, and he'll just come in. What goes around comes around. But you know, I always said this: if I got killed on a motorbike, I've had a good life, so what? I love to go out on motorbike. It's freedom, we can travel, and it's really nice. And that's actually back to the house, actually, because we actually Juvelyne got chatting about the house. Well, she got chatting to a guy earlier on, and I don't know if she chatted about the house, but that's why we want to sell the house. So we can actually move on, buy a bit of land. When we're financially secure, we can actually travel a little bit, you know, and it would be actually nice to get around the Philippines a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's not good an accident on a motorbike. And actually, I think first time I saw someone get killed, I was about 10 years old. Kino, Lee, you'll remember this, Lee. Kino in Ireland, Bingo in Ireland, Lee. What happened was, I think I was about 10, 12 years old. Could have been a little bit older, younger, can't remember. And I can remember, and I came to a gate, and I was having a go on someone's bike, push bike. And I stopped where gate one, I looked up the road, and I saw this motorbike, and it just went down, and I saw this motorbike skidding down the road. And I actually run down the path, and I says, there's been a motorbike accident. So I run back, and I run up the road to the Kino. And actually there was a poor lady, an old lady, and she was actually laid, dead, and her head was on the curb, and she was dead. And she got a little girl with her. Now what happened was, and Lee, this guy actually, it was an accident. I saw it, but I didn't see it. I was too young to know, okay. What happened is, a lot of people, when they finish bingo, you know, they all come out onto the road, same to right, that's someone off Messenger, let me just move it. So, they all run out onto the road and they look, and they run across the road. And I don't know what happened, I don't know whose fault it was, but the ladies run across and the guys hit the lady and killed the lady. But it was just an accident. You know, I don't know whose fault, you know, if you could call it that, just an accident, and the lady got killed. And I can remember standing there, and I can remember looking at this little girl, and she was crying, and I thought, wow, that little girl, it's I think it was her grandma, and auntie, she'd been playing bingo. So, and Lee, actually, you used to live near this guy. I'm not going to say the guy's name, but you'll definitely know the guy. And as I remember, it was either a Norton, but I think it weren't a Norton. As I remember, it was a GS foul. Could be wrong, could be a GS 750. Right, what's that say? I think I know the guy. Yeah, you know the guy. I'll tell you where the guy lived. Right. You know, let me think. You know where, I'm trying to think of his name. Poison Dwarf. Right, where you used to live, you just come back down the road, not very far from where you used to live. He lives there in the bungalows, in one of them houses in the bungalows. You know, not too far from the spa, right? Come down and round the bend. But you'll know the guy, but I'll not say his name. You know, it was just an accident. That was the first person I actually saw get killed with a motorbike. Now, I can't remember the second person, but I've seen quite a few dead people. I'm trying to think. Anyway, we'll not chat about dead people. The house, I'm actually going to do another video about the house, and the house is going to be for sale, you know, because I do want to move on. Will I get back to England? Maybe. When I go back to England, where will I live? Well, thanks for the comment, because I got a comment yesterday. I'm not going to tell, unless you go into comments and read the comments, that's the only way you'll find out. But, you know, there's only one or two places I can actually live, maybe 3 places, when I do go back to England. One's on the street, and then I just have to look and find somewhere to live. But no worries. I'm sure I'll still be doing YouTube videos, but I did actually check. Monetization is taking too long. It can't come fast enough, guys, honestly. You know, I mean, monetize, now I need 800 watch hours. Now, 800 watch hours, it might not sound a lot, and it's probably not. It isn't. You know, so I actually need more subscribers, and I need more watch hours, because I need to get monetized, simple as that, really. So guys, how long have we been chatting? I'll actually, next time as well, just to make sure you guys are actually getting Juvelyns channel, in the description we'll put Juvelyns, the topic will be Juvelyns channel, but the topic will just be anything, you know, just make a comment, you know, what are you doing today, are you busy, are you in the Philippines, are you working abroad, because, you know, Juvelyns on about if she can actually go and work abroad, Juvelyn will actually go and work abroad. And it's not just Juvelyn what's thinking of going and working abroad. Me too, if I have to, I'll go and work abroad. Can still YouTube. So simple as that. So simple as that, really, guys. How long have I been on here, Juvelyn? 116. So the connection tonight quite good. But thanks for the comments, Lee. And thanks for the comments. Wait a moment. Gavin, thanks for the comments. Everyone that's made a comment, thanks for the comments. Right, there's one here about YouTube. Oh, just a moment. Did you have any luck with YouTube tax yet by filling in as a UK resident? No, Gavin. That's a good question. I'm having trouble with filling my tax in. Yeah. Now, Juvelyn took a shot of license, she sent it off to YouTube. They haven't got back to me. This is, nearly 2 weeks now. So YouTube have not got back to me. So, if they don't get back to me, we're going to have to get back in touch with YouTube. And like Gavin's just said, I'm going to have to say, look, you know, I'm actually a UK resident here in the Philippines. Can I actually fill my tax form in as an English citizen? Would that be okay even though I am actually here in the Philippines? Now, I don't know if that'd work, but no, I've had no luck with the tax form. I actually don't know if it would work, guys, because I'm here in the Philippines. As far as I'm aware, the tax needs to be paid to the Philippines. But, you know, it would have been actually a better idea if I'd have tried filling it in from England. But then that means the money gets paid to England, right? As far as I know, that means, but I don't know if YouTube tax, would they pay that tax to England still? Or would they still say, well, you're actually here in the Philippines, we'll pay the tax to the Philippines? I don't know, and I actually cannot find anyone to, you know, I can't actually find out anyone to help fill this tax form in. So, sorry Gavin, I actually missed that one. Let me just make sure I've got you. Yeah, so, and I've got that one and all. You know, like I said, a lot of you Filipina girls like the accent. Now, here's the thing as well. When you actually chat to people online, you know, don't think you're chatting to that picture. Because you've got there's a lot of fake accounts online, guys, right, where you think you're chatting. I'm going to chat about this in the next topic. You know, a lot of you guys, foreigners, right, a lot of you foreigners are still now chatting to girls online. But, you know, or you think you're chatting to girls online, you might just be chatting to someone's boyfriend, you might thinking you're chatting to a girl. Oh, you're chatting, okay, so just be aware. But you know, if you're actually chatting to a girl, if you as a foreigner chatting to a girl here in the Philippines, good luck, guys. You know, a lot of foreigners come here to the Philippines and meet a nice girl, and they have a lovely life and everything's happy. You're happy, okay, which is absolutely fabulous. But in my experience, I've met quite a few Filipino girls online, and it's very hard to find a real one, to be honest. And even that when you actually come here to the Philippines and you meet the girl and the family, you know, there'll be a lot of things that's hidden. You won't know it's hidden. But, you know, just be aware, that's all I'm saying. But come to the Philippines, if you meet a nice girl you want to marry, you know, if everything's good, marry and live happily ever after. You know, because I know there's a lot of you guys that's married to Filipinas and you're having a great life. And I know there's a lot of you guys, because I've actually chatted to one in person, that's married to Filipino girls. You want to divorce, you're not happy, you want a younger girl. Good luck with it, good luck with it. But we'll chat about it one day, okay? Now let me just have a look. I have free take is. Tom Summit, I have free takes. I don't really understand that one, don't understand the comment. Google, they might know if you can. Oh yeah, Google, yeah. Well, it is actually, the tax form is on Google. So we actually have to go on Google to fill this tax form in. What's it called, Juvelyns? Tax? We already been on Google, we know wiser. Right guys, I'm actually going to end the broadcast. So thanks for the lovely comments, thanks for joining us. I've got 2 channel members, Gavin and Lee. So 2 channel members.
Not Gavin.
Who is it?
Chief.
Oh sorry, Jeff. Jeff is a channel member, let me have a look. So thank you very much, Jeff. Thanks Gavin for the good comments, thanks Lee for the good comments. Gavin, Jeff, thanks for the comments. And it's a good job we've got Juvelyns here. So like I said, thanks for the 2 members. I've got 2 members which I'm happy about. What's that?
I'm showing them my dinner.
That's Juvelyns, not mine. Right, so we're actually going to have something to eat.
Yeah.
So like I said, there's only a bit weighs.
Post dinner.
That weighs heavy. But I'm still slim, still very slim.
And coffee.
And coffee. Right, take care, God bless. Like I said, thanks for the lovely comments. Right, Gavin, Lee, have a great night, great day, great night, wherever you are.
And Jeff.
And Jeff, thanks for the lovely comments. Thanks for joining. So guys, please join. Take care, God bless.
It's only Jeff and Lee.
Jeff and Lee.